Today I'm mixing things up for Paper Funday challenge. I'm taking a card sketch and turning it into a full scrapbook layout. Will it work? Let's find out. It's January and the Paper Funday challenges are back for a new year, and as I said, I am taking this card sketch, which was the twist for the month, and I'm turning it into a full scrapbook layout. I wonder if that actually works easily. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've selected my 4 photos that I want to use, and I have gone through my paper stash and I'm choosing these ones from Echo Park about I Love Crafting. And these are really old. They're pre-COVID, so they're probably about 2017 to 18. Very old, been in my stash forever. Now I'm going to confess, there's a little title over to the side that says Canine Capers. It's not until I'm actually going to stick it down that I realise that I'm not doing a dog, I'm doing my cat. Well, actually she's not my cat, she's my son's cat, and that's Willa. She is a little cutie, and she likes to come into my paper stash and into my craft room and find hidey holes, and then I'll be crafting away and suddenly she's there, coming out from behind curtains, from behind blinds, from behind my stacks of paper. She's just a little bit of an adventure. So I took these photos one day when she just decided that behind the window, after sitting in the sun, she would come out, and I didn't even know she was there until she appeared all of a sudden. So I have cut down my pieces of paper here. They are 11 3/4, sorry, 11 3/4 and probably 6 1/4 for one, and the other one is 11 3/4 by 5, and then the other one will go over the top, and that is the 11 3/4 and it's by 3. Now if you have a look at the designs, I've taken the striped for the top, I've put the text to the bottom, which actually mostly gets covered up, which is a bit of a shame, but that is what happens with paper when you're doing a layout that has a lot of photos. And the middle strip running across has all the instruments and implements that you need for crafting. So it is like a horizontal, a happy horizontal bar across the layout. So I have those photos cut down to 3 by 3 now, and then I've kept the big one at 5 by 3.5. And so I am just going to mat them on the interior that I gutted from my frame that you saw me do that earlier, and that's to tie it together so that the colors are all harmonious and blend well. Now I'm just going to trim my photos down, and it doesn't matter how often I do this, I always end up with wonky frames. I don't understand. You see me do it, yeah, it does. So I don't know whether the cutter itself is actually a bit out, or I don't know how it works. I'm really a little bit confused how that works. But anyway, I've sorted that out and I've now put that together. I'm going to pop the main photo, the one with Willa and myself on the chair, and I'm just going to use crafting foam to do that, and that brings it up off the layout and supports it nicely. I'm then going to quickly put down the 3 photos at the bottom so that I can work the rest of the layout, and that requires me to balance them at the bottom. Isn't she a cutie? This was when we just first got her, I think she was very little. Yes, I'm in the winter clothes, so it would have been last year when we first got her and she was a little kitten. Now she's a little bit older. She's not that big, but she's just as troublesome. She gets into everything. Okay, so I've gone and collected a whole lot of stash that I have from bits and pieces, the ephemeras from different packs. One's from Colour Blast that I used the other day, and others I couldn't tell you where I got them from. I've just collected them over time. At the top above the photo, I have put in a Vicky Button paper clip there from her Craft and Create pack, I believe, and it says love this, and that's so cute because I did love when she used to come and sit on the back of the chair while I was crafting. It was very cute. She would just sit there all day watching what I was doing and resting. Now she doesn't come near me unless she wants food. She's very, very much her daddy's cat. She loves her daddy, who is my youngest son, and she goes to him, and it's really funny because she's like a dog. She lets him hold her like a dog, pet her like a dog, and it's so funny, but nobody else can touch her that way. Alright, so I'm just having a look here on the rest of this strip to see if I'm going to trim down and use any of the phrases there, and I decided not to. I don't think I need a title on this page as much. I've got the one that says it's a crafty day, and I've also got the one down the bottom that says my craft obsession, which could be referring to either the cat or myself. But yeah, she does have a craft. She likes everything. Actually, she's naughty. She cuts open every single toilet roll, like shreds it to pieces. So we have to be very careful about locking the bathroom up before she goes in there and destroys toilet paper. All right, so I've found a little camera I'm going to put on there. I also found a cat from a printable from Scrap Sketch from the Meow collection that I'm going to put onto the layout. Yes, it doesn't look like Willa, but it's a cat and it does fit in with the theme of the page, and I just like it, and I think it just, and I like how it is stretching out across there, so that's perfect for this layout, I feel. I've created a little cluster up there in the top corner where that paper clip is, because I've just felt that it was just sitting there, hanging there in space, not knowing what to do. So I put in a label in between and a little camera. I'm doing some faux stitching here on the edge of this horizontal band, because I want to tie it in and also to finish it off so that it looks complete. And then I'm fussing with this camera as to where I'm going to put it, and in the end I end up popping it with some foam tape and putting it above the little tag there that says photographs. So that's pretty much my layout. I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. I am going to fuss with this cat a little bit because it was not sitting where I wanted it to sit. And then the last thing that I will do is I do end up drawing in a messy border at the top, because you know me, I can't cope with that bare finished frame, so I'm just putting in the messy border at the top there to give it a bit of a boost. And I will also go in with some pops of color just to set up my visual triangle. And I'm using the turquoise, which picks up the color from my shirt that I'm wearing there, my sweatshirt, because it was cold that day. It must have been winter. And I'm giving it the visual triangle in a subtle way by flicking those pops of color and creating those faux Nouveau drops. And there's the layout for the day. Now, there are lots of people playing along with this Paper Funday challenge. I'll put all the details down below for the blog that you can go and check out. Go and check it out. The girls there are doing an amazing job. Yes, most of it is cards, so I would really love if somebody would participate with a layout. Please come and join us and join in the fun and do a layout. I hope I've done something here to inspire you to get creative today. If I have, please give me a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know you like what I'm doing, and it will send it out to the wider crafting community. Isn't she a beautiful cat? So that's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hype up my video, and if you're new and you like what I've done, please, I'd love you as a subscriber. Thanks everyone. Here's my next video for you, and see you there real soon.